Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Two Shores, One Story. I'm your host, Matthew. How are you doing? I am doing great. Today, well, just before this, I made myself some oyakodon, which if you've never heard of that, it's called, well, I'll tell you the ingredients first. No, I won't. Sorry. Oya means parents. And ko means children. So you put it together and you have parent and children bowl, which sounds awful. Basically, what it is chicken with egg. And it's actually okay. I don't make it that many times, but I had some chicken, and getting eggs is always the easiest thing for me, and I'm being sarcastic with that. So this way I can have at least 2 eggs with some chicken, and that's really good protein. And why would I worry about this? Because I'm on a diet. Mainly I'm on a cut, but diet. And I'm trying to get as much protein as I can while cutting the calories. So usually, the recipe, I think a normal oyakodon recipe calls for broth, mirin, which is, I don't know what it is, just mirin, soy sauce, and some 2 tablespoons of sugar, but I did not have dashi, so I didn't use that. And I didn't put 2 tablespoons of sugar. So look at me go. I'm doing so well. Anyways, it was okay. It was good. And I'll have some tomorrow too. So, hooray for meal prep. And speaking of interesting Japanese things, today I wanted to talk to you about a festival that I went to. This festival is called, well, the Furukawa Matsuri, or Furukawa Festival. Now, Furukawa is a place near where I am placed. It's another place in Gifu, in the Hida region, and they have this festival. And I didn't really know about it. I just knew that my friends were going, and I went. What time? My friends suggested that we be there at 7. And that's what I did. We left at 6:30 p.m. It takes about like 20 minutes to get there. So we arrive, and oh my goodness, it is packed to the brim. We had such difficulty trying to park. It was awful. We ended up parking by a supermarket. That was a bit far away, but it was okay. But I've never experienced that before. I've been to Furukawa a couple times for festivals and whatnot, and usually we've been able to get a parking spot that is quite close to the station where it usually happens. So, yeah, I learned a lot. Not going to do that next year. I will be leaving early because that was awful. Anyways, we arrived, and it's an interesting festival. I don't know how to, well, I looked at Google to explain it because I don't understand. And you might be wondering, what don't I understand? Let me tell you. This festival has half-naked men, and they are all drunk, pretty much. And you see them balance on these poles that have a taiko attached to it. And they just balance on it, and they do like a starfish pose, and they just turn around, and everybody is surrounded just to see them. Everybody surrounds them. My goodness. It's very interesting, and I don't know why. And I was joking to my friends, when in history, like one day, someone just decided to do that, and now it's history. And it's just so interesting. whoever that person was, what a legacy they left. I did pull up on Google just to see like more about it because I was confused about it, so I wanted to know more. So according to Google AI, it says, at the Furukawa festival, men balance on the hammer-like structure, which is called sukedaiko, to demonstrate the Furukawa Yansha spirit, and fiercely compete to get their drums closest to the main drum on the platform. This is a contest of honor between neighborhood districts. The sukedaiko were originally used to awaken festival participants, according to one account. And apparently the festival is a UNESCO Intangible Cultural Heritage Site, which is very cool. To get more information on the actual festival, I have looked. This is called visitgifu.com, so this is probably better. What is the festival itself? It says, famed throughout Japan, the Furukawa festival is composed of 3 distinct events: the traditional procession of the Mikoshi, portable shrine, the raw, fearless taiko drum performance in the black of night, and a festival float parade to match any other. That sounds pretty cool. And it says, later of these 3, the most unique is the Okoshi Daiko, or rousing drum performance, which features hundreds of half-clad men. That sounds pretty cool, but they're just half naked, talking to the streets and with overflowing emotion and infectious energy, announcing the start of the festival with the pounding of Japanese drums, large and small. This drum performance wakes all within hearing range and stirs the spirits and souls of all who are lucky enough to see and feel it. Those are some pretty amazing words. So that's what Furukawa Festival is about. And yeah, so as we're walking, we enter and we already see the men balancing on their poles. And we make it to the food area. Now, this is a confusing part about Japanese culture and language, is because there's a word for food stall, which is yatai. And there's also the same word for floats, like the portable shrine. It's also called yatai. So that's confusing. We went to the yatai that you eat at, and I immediately ordered hidagyu. I don't know what it's called, but it's basically like beef on a stick. And so good. Hida beef you just can't get it wrong. It's so good. If you ever are in Hida, you need to have Hida beef. Like, you just can't do it. You can't go to Takayama and not have beef. Unless you're vegetarian or vegan, then it's okay. But if you are not, then please have some Hida beef. Anyways, that was the first thing I had. And then I had fried chicken, karaage, which is always a great festival food to have. You can't go wrong with fried chicken. At least that's what I believe. Chicken is just the best thing ever. Then I saw one of my friends waiting in line for fries, and I was like, I'm going to get some fries. So I got these fries, and you can pick which flavor you want, and they put it in a bag and shake it. So I got garlic, and that was really good. And then later, what did we do? I think we walked around a bit, and then the taiko thing was starting, but I didn't know what was going on, and neither did my friend. So we went to the main area where it was happening, and there was a lot of people. It was very hard to see what was going on. I could see in the distance that there was 5 poles, and the men were going up it and spinning, doing their starfish balance pose, and then they would go down and another person would go on, and I was kind of confused, and I was like, well, this is like, I think I've seen it all, like this is not that exciting. So me and my friend went back to the food stalls, and I saw this thing called tornado potato, which basically is like a connected potato. It's just connected. It looks like a spiral. It's spiraling, hence the tornado, and it's just on a stick, deep fried. And you can put different flavors on it. So I was lame and I got the salt and pepper because that's what I like. I liked it. It was quite good. I don't think I would order it again, but I just wanted to try because I never had it, and I've been to a few festivals, and I haven't had it. So that was good. But I was kind of like wanting a drink. So my friend and I went to the station itself to get a drink. I really wanted Coke Zero because I'm on a diet, but they didn't have any, so I had to get a can of Coke. Yeah, and I said I was on a diet. Obviously, you could tell with the amazing festival food I had. I think I had a cheat day that day, but I didn't gain weight, so that was cool. Anyways, back to the point I wanted to talk about, not my weight, but what had happened was while we were at the yatai and getting our other food, tornado potatoes and drinks and that kind of stuff, we missed the taiko performance. Oops. So I guess I'll have to go next year and report on that. But yeah, it was interesting festival. I actually liked it a lot more than the Takayama festival because it was more exciting. The festival last time, this was in the fall because the spring festival was canceled, or at least the float parade was canceled because of the rain. The fall one that I went to, there was a little bit of rain, and it was kind of just slow seeing the big yatai, and it's very pretty. It's very beautiful, but it's slow, and there's dancers, and it's just that's it. So I like this one a lot more, but maybe the spring one is more exciting. I have no idea. So yeah, that's it really for this episode. I talked a little bit about the Furukawa festival, and maybe if you are listening to this podcast and you're interested, please go to Furukawa and the festival. I think Furukawa is a very nice place. I was talking to my friend as we're walking back to our car. I was like, yeah, I like the atmosphere of Furukawa, at least the nightlife, more. There's nice lanterns everywhere. It's kind of a warm feeling. Takayama doesn't really have that. Mind you, I haven't really walked through Old Town at night in Takayama, but I do like Furukawa a lot. It's a very nice place. And so I suggest that you go there and also explore other places in Hida. We have a lot of great places. Here's me being a tour guide for the Hida region. But really, do come if you have the chance. Tokyo is nice, but I think other places in Japan deserve a lot more attention, especially the smaller places like Takayama or Furukawa or Gedo. I like those places. Anyways, if you have any questions about the festival or any other questions about Furukawa, let me know in the comments on Instagram. I will try to answer them as best as I can. Until then, I will see you later.